Are you tired of living with chronic neck and shoulder pain? Well, I know I was. And if so, keep watching as I explain how I healed myself using simple yet very effective natural remedies. Some research done by the National Institute of Health states that two-thirds of the population of Europe and America complain about neck and shoulder pain at some point in their lives. And this is important because it's a reflection of how our modern day lifestyles are affecting our postures. Hello, I'm Sena and welcome to my channel. I'm an approved practitioner by the CTAA, which is the Complementary Therapist Accredited Association. So my neck pain started last year, 2024, when I traveled to Bristol. It was a Christmas period. I traveled to Bristol and I went with so much luggage and they were so heavy that by the time I got there, I found out that I was in so much pain. I couldn't, turn my neck and lift my arm. And it was just excruciating and very, very disappointing as it was around the Christmas period. So after I came back 2 weeks later, and the pain had intensified to the point where it was waking me up in the middle of the night. I could barely turn my head even an inch to the left without screaming. I couldn't lift my arm. The pain was radiating from the back of my neck to my shoulder blade, to my shoulder, down to my arm, back again. And it was just a never-ending cycle. So I tried everything, nothing was working, not medications though, because I don't believe in taking pharmaceutical drugs just like that. But I was using um I think then I made some oils, but they were not as effective. So I was wondering what was exactly going on and what was I going to do. At a point, I was worried about this, like, because my arm, it was as if something was, squeezing my arm. And I was, yes, getting worried that was this just due to the fact that I was carrying, a lot of heavy stuff. Anyhow, I decided, okay, I was gonna, get serious and get to the bottom of it. And these are the remedies that I tried. Most of them, were to do with releasing tight muscles and pain. So I'm going to start with the first one. The first one is my very important and very simple but very, very effective trigger point release ball. So it works by, like, let's say this is the wall. I would put it, at the back, and then just, roll back and forth on where all the trigger points were. And that helps to break up any tense areas. And it's very, very effective when, you don't have anyone to actually help to massage you. And it also probably even does better than a massage would do, because once you put the ball there and then you apply pressure, it gives a deeper stimulation than probably even somebody's hands can do. So this ball was really, really helpful. And if you don't have the this one, you can just use a tennis ball. So that was really helpful. Another thing I used was acupressure. Acupressure was also helping to release any tension in the along all my tendons and tissues. So acupressure is a Chinese traditional medicine, and they believe that in our bodies we have these energy pathways called meridians, and along these meridians there are acupoints. And these points, when they are you apply pressure, when they are stimulated, they help to and block any tense or blocked areas, because they believe that when any of these energy pathways or the points on these energy pathways are blocked, then that can create illness or it can create pain. And so once the acupoints are stimulated, then it helps to allow oxygenated blood to flow through. It allows any tension or blockages to be dissolved, and allows the body to heal naturally. It allows the chi, which is what they call the energy, to flow naturally through the body, and that helps to restore balance and improve well-being generally. So the acupoints or the meridians are connected to every part of our body. So, and each point relates to a certain organ or part, the different parts of the body. So once you stimulate, let's say I stimulate maybe the top of my shoulder, which could be what they would call maybe gallbladder 21. Maybe if you stimulate this area, it would help to unblock all the other tense areas in the body. So anyhow, so I used acupressure as well. I also used my myofascial foam roller. This also is very good for improving the muscle tone in the back and in the back or in the neck as well, and also helps to break down any tense areas, any tension in the body. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate how that is, because it means I would have to go on the floor. So but next time I would demonstrate how I did that. I also did some extension exercises. They also helped to improve flexibility and also the range of motion in my arm. One of them, I think I can actually stand and show you how I did it. Like the arm, don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Like this is the arm extension exercises, where I would just stretch my arm a little bit, like on a 45-degree angle towards the right, gently, because that also helped to open up my shoulder, my shoulder region. So those were the exercises that I used. I also used some like double chin exercises that help to more or less retract my neck back, because it seemed as if it was out of alignment due to all the hand chain carrying, when I was carrying all the heavy things. So the double chin exercise, there's another one called tennis in the sky, which involves you retracting your neck and then lifting your head up and then moving from side to side like that, back and forth. So those were some exercises that I used. I also made myself some natural pain relieving balm, and this contains some powerful natural analgesics and anti-inflammatories, and honestly it works wonders. So I made myself that, and I would massage my body with this balm. So I was using all these things, but I was still not having a permanent relief. And so I was wondering, why am I still not having permanent relief? It was until it just dawned on me that, okay, it was because I was doing the same repetitive motions, the same repetitive activities. For instance, lifting very heavy things with this same arm, twisting it to get something or the other, lifting it above my shoulder to do one thing or the other. And so I was just not as simply allowing the arm to rest. So I was using all these things, the myofascial foam roller, the trigger point release ball, the extension exercises, the balms, and yet nothing seemed to have any permanent effect. It was until I decided, okay, I need to stop these repetitive actions and let this arm rest. And that was when I realized that gradually, so in combination of all these remedies, then my shoulder began to heal. So that was a very big breakthrough moment. And since then, I have become pain free. So so that was last December, January, February, March, April, um, let's say March, April, May. It was towards the end of April that I started feeling complete relief, and some of the causes of neck problems and shoulder problems have to do with our poor postures, hunching over when we are using our computer, when we are reading, so we need to sit tall and stand tall and walk tall and let our bodies just relax instead of hunching over, because our heads, especially with the neck area, it's like the more we keep looking down at our phones, the more we keep hunching over, we are putting a lot of tension on the neck muscles, especially the seventh cervical vertebra. That would eventually become flexed, and then that can lead to pinched nerves and lots of pain and discomfort down the line. So we need to, what I've learned is that I need to, try to improve my posture anytime I'm doing something that and realize that, oh, I'm slouching and, moving my head. Another way of causing neck problems is where the forward head posture, where we move our head out of alignment, and then you go something like this. So your head is something like this or like that, and that can cause a lot of tension at the back of the neck. So yeah, so it's all about sitting tall, standing tall, and walking tall. And I am a firm believer in natural remedies, because pharmaceutical drugs, yes, I'm not denouncing them, or I'm not saying that they are bad, but I'm just saying that relying on pharmaceutical drugs alone sometimes might not be the way to go. It's always good to try natural things because they are more gentle, they are beneficial, they are actually very, very effective, and they cause minimal to even no side effects. So I think that, yeah, these natural things. And can you imagine if I had to be taking medications since, when was that, since December up until now, what that would have done to my internal organs? I don't even want to think about that. So anyway, I'm just here to share how natural remedies, are just as good, as using pharmaceutical drugs, if not better, if I dare say so. So I hope this has been of benefit to you, and I hope that you would kindly subscribe, share, and like the video, and I will hope to see you in the next one. So thank you so much. Bye.